Responsibilities as Vice Chairperson, Delmar Rachel Margarita B. As member, Co. Angelica Natasha. I so move, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I move that we adopt the 18th Congress Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation as the provisional rules of the House until the adoption of the Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation of the House for the 19th Congress. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, likewise, I move that we adopt the 18th Congress Rules of Procedure in impeachment proceedings as the provisional rules of the House until the adoption of the Rules of Procedure in impeachment proceedings of the House for the 19th Congress. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, on behalf of the majority, I move that we elect the following members to the various committees as follows. To the Committee on Accounts, as members, Alonte, Marilyn Len B. Espina, Gerardo Jerryboy Jr. J. To the Committee on Agriculture and Food, as member, Vargas Alfonso Baby Alin. To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture, as member, Miguel Peter B. To the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, as members, Angara Romel Rico T. Luistro Jervil R. To the Committee on Energy, as member, Fortes Manuel Jr. L. To the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, as Vice Chairperson, Vergara Rosana Ria V. To the Committee on Government Enterprises and Privatization, as Vice Chairperson, Estelia Robert Raymond M. Co. Wilton Tonton T. To the Committee on Health, as members, Robes Florida Rida P. Alonte Marlene Len B. To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education, as members, Kahayon Uy, Mari Mitzi L. Vergara, Rosana Ria V. To the Committee on Housing and Urban Development, as Vice Chairperson, Tulfo Ralph Wendell P. As member, Mercado Revilla Lani. To the Committee on Indigenous Cultural Communities and Indigenous Peoples, as Vice Chairperson, Miguel Peter B. To the Committee on Information and Communications Technology, as members, D. Faustino Ino V.A., Matugas Francisco Jose Bingo II F. Committee on Interparliamentary Relations and Diplomacy, as member, Benitez Jose Francisco Kiko B. To the Committee on Labor and Employment, as member, Alonte Marilyn Len B. To the Committee on Local Government, as member, Fortes Manuel Jr. L. To the Committee on National Defense and Security, as members, Luistro Jervil R., Bautista Lim, Claudine Diana D. To the Committee on North Luzon Growth Quadrangle, as Vice Chairperson, Singson Richelle, Vice Morden Michael M. To the Committee on Poverty Alleviation, as members, Robes Florida Rida P. Vergara, Rosana Ria V. To the Committee on Public Accounts, as member, Kahayon Uy, Mari Mitzi L. To the Committee on Public Order and Safety, as member, Bautista Lim, Claudine Diana D. To the Committee on Public Works and Highways, as members, Fortes Manuel Jr. L, Tanchay Caroline L, Tulfo Ralph Wendell P, Alonte Marlene Len B, Matugas Francisco Jose Bingo II F. To the Committee on Social Services, as members, Angara Romel Rico T, Matugas Francisco Jose Bingo II F, Oano Dizon Emery Lollipop. To the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms, as member, Kahayon Uy, Mari Mitzi L. To the Committee on Tourism, as members, Miguel Peter B. Alonte Marlene Len B. To the Committee on Trade and Industry, as member, Vergara Rosana Ria V. To the Committee on Transportation, as members, Robes Florida Rida P. Alonte Marlene Len B. To the Committee on Ways and Means, as member, Robes Florida Rida P. To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, as member, Tulfo Ralph Wendell P. To the Special Committee on Flagship Programs and Projects, as member, Robes Florida Rida P. To the Special Committee on Food Security, as member, Mercado Revilla Lani. To the Special Committee on Land Use, as Vice Chairpersons, Salvame Edgardo L. Vergara Rosana Ria V. to the Special Committee on Nuclear Energy as Vice Chairpersons, Konghun Jefferson F., Miguel Peter B. As members, D. Faustino Ino V.A., Adjong Zia Alonto, Arbison, Munir Jr. N., Yudala, Antonieta R. Revilla, Ramon Jolo III B. Rillo, Marvin D. Almario, Chino Miguel D. Asistio, Dean. To the Special Committee on Persons with Disabilities as Vice Chairperson, Delmar Rachel Margarita B. As member, Co. Angelica Natasha. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The said members are hereby elected to the various committees. Majority Leader,
Madam Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes.
session is suspended.
Pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyang ka ng magiting, sa manlulupit, di ka ba sisingil? Sa lalat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong paghaw, ay nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagigingin. Ang bituin na taraw niya kailan pa ay magdidiliw. Lupa ng